Hey, 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 hey. I know it's been a while. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Erica J. Wood. I'm an actress. I'm a singer. I do voiceover work. I'm a plus model. I do a lot of things. But I'm also giving reviews on Married at First Sight, which is one of my favorite shows on Lifetime Network. And I appreciate you all for tuning in, leaving comments. Now, listen, I got to get used to the whole YouTube vibe. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as we tap into it, I got to catch up from episode 7 and 8. I've been traveling for work. In the midst of that, my birthday's coming up soon. Shout out to all the Virgos. We are the best sign. It is not up for debate. Hashtag Team Virgo all day, every day. And if you try to dispute me, I will list you the names and moguls who fall under this amazing sign of Virgo. But we're not going to go there, okay? I gave myself a trim. I've been losing weight. I don't know if you can tell, my face is leaner, I'm still working on elements of my eczema and my skin, but I mean, to God be the glory. I have life. We have life. If you're watching it, you have life. So be grateful for that. And we're going to be in the process of tapping into love and manifesting love. And I want to commend all of these amazing couples who've taken the first step in choosing to create or co-create within their own destiny. So there's no judgment. Excuse me, I just made some tacos. There's no judgment with anything that happens on Married at First Sight. It is not an easy road in this thing called life. Some of us are using dating apps. Some of us are leaving it up to fate. Some of us are just believing that, the sky is the limit and, our Prince Charming or our Princess Charming is going to knock on our door and just be like, hey, babe, I'm here. So I can't knock this process. I really respect everyone who's, taking the initiative. So I don't want to babble on and on, but listen, we got to combine what's happened the last couple of weeks. All right. We really do. And comment below, what did you guys think about it? Because I'm going to start with the couple that I thought was not going to make it based off of Alexis. However, I have my eye on Justin now. So we're going to start with Alexis and Justin. Okay. Two things that really, really, really stood out to me, okay, in this particular, the last couple of episodes, okay? So episode 7 was them coming home, spending the first, night or week home together. And then it was the following week. So what I don't like about Justin now, I was rooting for Justin because he seemed like he couldn't do any harm. However, my eyes started to awaken when his dog bit Alexis's dog. Now, I think there's a gene within men that's very passive aggressive, or it's just kind of catering. And I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but for the sake of the term, not to be sexist, because I appreciate the masculine energy, and hopefully the masculine energy appreciates the feminine energy. But there is something in the male dynamic. I call it the stupid gene. All right. And forgive me, I'm not trying to be rude, but when you think about love songs, when the man is singing, baby, I was blind, I couldn't see, baby, baby, please take me back, baby. It's always that. So that's triggered by the stupid gene. Okay, that's just my philosophy. I'm sticking to it. So I say that because Justin is very aware of who he is. And when his dog bit Alexis's dog, he knew it happened. But he's like, oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. Why do you guys do that? I'm a dog lover, okay? I love humans more than I love dogs. I don't always like humans, but I'm not going to dismiss the behavior. If you have a pet dog, that's like family. And his dog is big, and you could tell the dog don't have any real training. So when the dog bit Alexis's dog, and he's like, "Oh, it's nothing. They're fine," and he knew that his dog bit Alexis's dog, and Alexis's dog's eye was bleeding. It threw me for a loop because I'm like, Justin say, "Oh, I think he might have or she might have bit your dog," but he tried to push it under the rug. That's a stem from the stupid gene, right? And then he says stuff and doesn't mean it. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my dog. Don't worry about it, babe. Everything's gonna be okay." Don't just spew words just to spew words. You have to take action. So he took his dog to the training facility. That's all well and fine. Took his dog to the training facility. And then when they sit down with Pastor Cal to talk about what happened, he's like, I don't think that I can get rid of the dog because I've had my baby since she was a puppy. But, and on the flip side, you're saying that you're going to get rid of your dog. However, say what you mean and mean what you say is what I'm getting at with Justin. Because what he'll do is he'll put on the waterworks, he'll cry, and I'm learning that although he is sensitive, he's used his tears as a manipulation his whole life. It's worked on his mama his whole life. When he's put in a corner or when he's being found out or when he's being chastised, his first remedy is to cry and play the passive aggressive, "I didn't know, oops, I don't know, I forgot, I don't know" card. A la the stupid gene. Justin, grow up. There's nothing wrong with being emotional, but you got to break out of that bad habit. And Alexis is starting to pick up on it because now she doesn't know if everything he's saying and doing is genuine or if it's a manipulation factor. So please, Justin, make your actions make sense, because now I have my eye on you, and no one's perfect. No one's perfect. But did you guys see when they got in the argument and he was yelling at Alexis all crazy? I'm like, where did all this burst of authority come from? And then he's just very childish and petty. He wants love. He desires love. I don't think he's really ready for love. I think Alexis likes the idea of him just being the type of person who pretty much caters to her. It's not very often that a man will just literally cater to you like a mush ball. And I think she likes that. And so that's endearing. That's a bit of a security. But I also feel like Justin is not who he portrays himself to be. And it's because he's still growing into figuring out some parts of himself. So there's some evolution that needs to be happening within Justin's life. His dog needs training. I don't care what anybody says. And I just want him to start being more honest and stop crying and just speak up for himself a little bit more. All right. That's how I feel. Now, Stasia and Nate. You know, everything's going good with them. I really don't have too much to say about them. They're always going to be one of my favorite couples, but Stasia and Nate are finding hiccups in their relationship. And when they were sitting down this past week talking about certain things, it's just like she wants to secure her assets. She wants to secure, starting a family. And I do not feel Nate is 100% in it. I feel he's like 80% in it. I still think that he has some growing up to do, but we'll see next week. Morgan and Ben. If Morgan doesn't get over herself, when she was at the party talking about the same situation, I'm a firm believer in this, right? If you and your significant other have an argument, let the argument be had. If it's resolved and is left there. It's like Morgan wants to be catered to, and she won't let go of Ben's slight indiscretion of questioning her profession. And it's valid. It's okay. He's entitled to do that. But are you going to hold on to it forever and a day? It's not like he cheated on you. It's not like he put his hands on you. It's not like he told your business. He asked a question. And it was inquired because somebody brought it to his attention. So get over it, Morgan. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm starting to see a lot of one-sidedness with you. You want things your way. You want it to be on your terms. If people don't do what you say, you cut them off. It's you. And Ben is starting to see that too. And I tell you, if this relationship does not work out, it's because of Morgan. Morgan. There is a lot of room to grow, but I'm just not 1000% sure as to just how much Morgan is willing to break down those walls. If she could break down those walls and start going to therapy and start healing herself, then we can have a conversation. And really quickly, shout out to Nate for being open to go to therapy with Stasia. I think that was a brilliant move for him. Just as much as he's successful, he does see room for improvement, and I respect that about him. Like, it takes a certain kind of man to agree to going to therapy, especially childhood therapy because, trauma therapy, I guess, because his mom was never around and he doesn't have a real connection with his mom at all because she pretty much neglected him. And so that may subconsciously be a reason as to why he may have treated certain women in the past, and or the disconnect between him and Stasia, like the very finite disconnect between him and Stasia probably stems back to his mommy issue, so to speak. Okay, so I gotta talk about this. I'm just running through these because this week I'm going to be back on it. As soon as the show is over, I'm putting my reviews down. But again, y'all comment below what you guys thought, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Lindy was getting on my nerves this episode. That Gemini was starting to come out, Lindy and Miguel. Okay, Lindy was really getting on my nerves. Okay, so let me tell you. Lindy was stressing Miguel for not putting her on his insurance. She was like, I can't trust you. Miguel doesn't know you. Miguel doesn't know anything about you. You're coming in with debt and you are a medical professional, but yet you don't have health insurance. I don't understand how that works if you're in the medical profession and you don't have health insurance. Isn't that the first thing that you do? Like, I'm not saying that, I feel like this. If a person doesn't work in the health profession and they don't have health insurance, it's allotted, especially in America. It's allotted to you whenever you choose to get it. But you work in the health field. You work in the medical profession. So why don't you have health insurance? And she kept going on and on and on and pretty much showing the Dr. Jekyll side of the Gemini, okay? And pretty much chastising Miguel. And Miguel is looking at her like, oh, this chick is crazy. I'm starting to see something in her that I don't like. And she's going to nag until she gets her way. I do not believe in the concept of happy wife, happy life. It's be accountable for your actions. If he says no, it's a no. And then she was like, oh, well, I'll get my own insurance. As you should. As you absolutely should. Because everybody was looking at you crazy at the bonfire as to why you don't have your own health insurance. I don't care if it's Medicaid. Why don't you have your own health insurance? And Miguel ended up giving in to her and put her on because he was like, well, if I give you health insurance, can you take my last name? But she has every justification as to why she doesn't want to do that. Oh, I have to change my paperwork. I have to do this. I have to do that. You don't really know each other. And you guys have about a total of 8 weeks to get through this process. But you want to be adamant about your demands because of what? I'm sorry, Lindy. That Geminis, I'm going to need you guys to just center yourselves and just choose one side you want to be on. Because y'all be too over the place. Too over the place. Kristen and Mitch. I think that's the last couple. Yeah, this one's gonna be a kind of a short review. I'm gonna, like I said, keep up with this week as well. But Kristen and Mitch, surprisingly enough, I'm starting to see a change in Mitch. I do feel that Mitch is coming around, being more affectionate and loving, and pretty much he brought down his walls. And so I'm starting to see the empathic side of Mitch. What do you guys think about that? They're kissing each other. Kristen is my kind of girl. Like, she wants to spice the relationship. She's like, listen, these are the cards. You get a massage. You can get a bath for two. Like, she's really helping him to come out of his shell and become more comfortable with just opening up his heart. And so, Kristen, kudos to you. You are a real one. You are truly a real one. And I hope this can work out long term. Especially that you're more open to it, and Mitch is slowly starting to come around and get over his past hurts and previous, traumas. And I think that you guys are doing okay. Stassi and Nate still going strong. Morgan and Penn. Morgan, get your life. Lindy and Miguel. Lindy, get your life. Alexis and Justin. Justin, this week I need you to get your whole life together. Get it together. And maybe you and Alexis need to join Stasia and Nate and go to therapy, because there's some issues there. Anyway, I hope you guys loved or appreciate or liked the review. I will be again on Wednesday night right after the show, keeping up fresh, but like I said, I've been blessed enough to be working, traveling, and I want you all to go about this week hoping for love, believing in love. We're all for those of us who are good people and still single, listen, don't beat yourself up about it. Life is a beautiful journey, and what's for you is going to be for you at the divine time. It's going to be there. Okay. So if you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all Wednesday night right after the show. All right. Have a blessed one, y'all.